Welcome. It's Dom.
Thank you.
How
Thank
are
you.
you?
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Yeah,
I'm great.
We
I'm great. I'm enjoying Madden a lot. Football season's coming up. I really can't complain.
yeah. For those who don't know, you've been doing YouTube on Madden for what, a decade or so, probably.
No. Full time since like January of 2020. Before that,
Really?
kind of off and on for like 3 years. I kept like quitting. But we're back
Right.
now.
So like
Yep.
Madden 17ish was your first, like 9 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would say off and on for like a good 3 years and then full time for 5. So yeah, pretty much, honestly. My first ever video I think was the day after most feared legend Randy Moss dropped into Madden 17. I pulled him, and then the next day I decided to start doing YouTube. So yeah.
So one moment changed your entire life.
Honestly, kind of, dude. Kind of. Well, I mean, God, I used to love Madden. Like, I would play franchise all the time and, like give up after like 100 hours just because, that was like the depth that you could go with that, at least in my opinion. But when was it? 2015 or so? We were playing Destiny. We were doing a raid with some of our friends, and like I got pissed off by it. And then one of my other friends was like, "You should try Madden Ultimate Team with me."
Oh, no.
Then, yeah, I've been addicted ever since. So good times, bro. He ruined my life and made it better all at the same time.
Man, imagine if you said like, let's get into Minecraft together, and you made a channel on that, right?
Yeah.
Where would you be now? Huh?
Exactly. I would probably be a Minecraft YouTuber right now to this day.
Hey, so there's been some like interesting news recently come out about EA. I don't know if you heard this, but I saw it on ScoMo's Twitter. People are like walking out of the MUT office, like people just like quitting.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't hear any of this?
Holy shit. No, I didn't see that. I don't pay attention. I haven't been on Twitter like much at all the past few days. I just tweet a couple rage bait tweets and get off for the day.
The best way of engaging. That way you don't have any issues with any of the clapbacks but you get the engagement benefit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Walker says I'd quit too if I quit too if my product was this bad is what Walker said. I mean, like,
Walker.
It's interesting. I don't know why they quit or anything like that. What's going on? Because, like, what's so funny is, like, MUT 26 we thought was, like, at least myself, I want your opinion here after I state mine. It's off to a pretty good start. Budget cards are legit and they're back. Now, the only downside is, like, I just wish guys with intelligence played like they had intelligence and weren't getting, fooled in zone coverage, played terrible. I wish there was differentiation. So stats and stuff is all kind of like it's such an in-depth area of gray to kind of talk about. But overall, what's your thoughts on MUT right away? I mean, outside of obviously the step packs being really annoying and bad for the game, what's everything else?
I'm honestly like, I know this is going to sound like the typical YouTuber shit, like, oh, this is my favorite one. But legitimately, this is like the most fun I've had with a Madden on and off camera since Madden 20, and it's like really not even close. Like last year, I had to force myself most of the year to upload, and this year, like, I wake up like excited every day to record and excited to edit and just put videos together. And so, I mean, there's obviously issues with it, like, the stats pretty much don't matter at all unless it's like height or speed, which obviously is an issue. But at the same time, like, I'm so happy that budget cards are good again that I kind of just don't care that much right now, honestly. But the step up offers, obviously, huge L. Like, I mean, you can pull like the Patrick Surtain from regular packs. One of my friends the other day pulled him from like a Super Bowl reward pack, which is just fucking nuts. But I mean, in general, you have to spend what, like $250, $300 to get that card, which is just, I think it's just unacceptable. I think every promo in the game for the entire year should have some form of free way to get it for everyone to interact with it. Even, and I tweeted this the other day when Up and Adam was like made his tweet, like, even if it was just like in Madden 16 Most Feared, where like you could log on and do a solo and get a free pack for a chance at a limited from that day. I think that would at least be something that everyone could log on and be excited for. I don't know about your thoughts on that, but like, I mean, when I was like doing budget stuff back in Madden 16, like I was always excited to get on and maybe try and pull Gronk or Dez or Marshawn Lynch. And I think I think just no money spent people being able to interact with every promo would be much better for the entire community.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, like, most of the community is NMS, like 70%, which is kind of funny because, you know, I play my games whether it's ranked or like regular seasons, and you talk about like $250 for that Pat Surtain card, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll probably be the only one with him, right? I'm gonna have a great time. And then, like, seriously, like 60% of my matches, I see that in the top 3. I'm like, what is going on? Who is spending this? You guys aren't all YouTubers or comp guys, are you? But, you know, it definitely feels like it's had an arm race lately, and I see that a little bit more. Walker said something funny about that earlier. They said Don's about to come back in 2 months with a different answer. Like, the thing is, like, I think MUT, we all go through the honey phase. Well, some of us do. Last year in MUT, I feel like in certain MUTs, week 1, I can tell it's kind of a disaster based off gameplay and some of the things they've done. But this year, we definitely are going through the honeymoon phase. And then I think, like, I call it the September blues. Generally in September and into October, before most feared hits, is where we start to hate fucking MUT. And then, like, most feared hits were generally cool. Then we have Thanksgiving. You know, we didn't have Thanksgiving promo last year in 25 for some reason. And then, like, you know, the Black Friday product was terrible that they put out. But then, like, once they got to the winter promo, I feel like we all kind of came back around that, at least Ultimate Team, and like, okay, they're actually doing a pretty good job this winter. And so, like, it like peaked about winter last year, and then it kind of like slowly fell off. And then after Super Bowl, obviously, is where it really loses its spot. But I definitely feel like, you know, if I asked you this question in a month's time, we might have a different answer because of the September blues and how do they keep us occupied and having fun before, like, the big cool quote unquote stuff happens. Like, what would you think that EA could do over this next month when we get to the September blues, especially because, like, we're gonna lose people to 2K. I see the same people. I see people hyped about 2K 26 on my timeline today, and I'm like, oh, okay. What do you think EA could do though over the next month to keep us into it during the September blues?
I don't know, honestly. Like, yeah, I don't really know. Like, September is usually like my least favorite time to play. It's like, you know, just the most boring month for MUT in general. All of, like, you know, the fun of like the first few weeks of, you know, every card being good is kind of over. And then we start getting into Team of the Week and stuff. If Team of the Week is really good, I think, you know, September can be a lot of fun.
True.
Or, like, depending on how this collector series goes, like, if we see some cool cards, definitely can be fun as well. But I'm not really sure what they could do to make September better, honestly. Like, it's always been that month for me where it's like, okay, like, kind of just waiting for October and Most Feared to start. Because once Most Feared rolls around, it's like nonstop holiday promos and fun, at least in my opinion, for the rest of the year. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, dropping Team Diamonds a bit early could be interesting. Because, I mean, what was it? I can't remember when we dropped it last year, but I mean, usually it's like sometimes October, sometimes November.
Yep.
I think something like that could be really fun as long as it's a good, like, collector thing to do. I will say, though, one thing I hated about Team Diamonds last year was the fact that you could pull the master, which is, like, I'm sure some people will disagree on that, but my favorite thing is, like, making all the sets and, like, trying to earn that card. It's like one of the last, like, few OG MUT things we still have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. What do you think could be added for September?
Yeah, no, your Team Diamond point is well taken. They kind of ruined Team Diamonds last year when they made them, like, insane, like all these 95s, and the highest other card in the game was like what, 91 or something. And then, like,
that was nuts.
Yeah, like, getting the Team Diamond Master out of packs ruins the whole experience of the promo. Like, why do all these sets when I can put it was like $200-$300 in there for like a 50-50 chance at it, based on what we're seeing this year. $300 for a guaranteed chance, and, like, wow, you just ruined the whole idea of the promo and, like, helping out the set, the market, the MUT menu guys actually have something enjoyable. So that, like, as far as, like, what they could do in the next month, I mean, keep going more and leaning more into, like, these certain special pack drops with, remember the Coin Frenzy pack? That was awesome. Changing the market.
That was fun.
They could add
for like an hour.
Yeah, and then they took it out for no reason whatsoever. It wasn't like it was glitched or anything. It just raised the market, and that was totally okay. And then there was the I wonder if the Coin Frenzy pack made the Economist quit. That would have been kind of a badass. Like,
I hope so. I hope so. If he's the one that walked out, then I think we're all good. I like the flash sale pack wasn't very good for me. It was kind of ass for me, but like stuff like that is fun. Like a pack that sits out for a couple hours is always entertaining.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, more stuff like that on the market. Like bring a couple times a week. You know, I've always said like what they should do is have like loophole hour, like once randomly every couple weeks. Like, all right, we put a loophole in the game. Good luck finding it, just to give some enjoyment to the menus. Because like we have a lot of like
hunt, that would be sick.
Even though they took away my favorite queue from last year, which was the MUT champs, we have a lot of ways of queuing online. We're getting events. I think that's pretty cool. So like actually playing the game, solos are here. I wish they kind of like improve. Like the solo events are good rewards, I feel like, and Tex is running through that stuff. I'm excited to see Tex's final output on doing all those events. So solo events have been fine, but like the other solos are a little bit weaker and not as worth it for your time. So I hope they like rebalance those up to bring in more engagement from the NMSers. I think a lot of this stuff they're really close to making MUT 26 great, and especially if like the Economist is gone, we might actually be in for like one of the best MUTs in years, right? Because like the worst guy just quit his job, and it's like, oh good, everybody's like happy, like I'm glad he's out the building. So we this could be awesome. Bring back 100%. The journey. Yeah, the journey, dude. If all they do is like trip down memory lane of like bringing back what we had, like, that Amari Cooper and the journey, the 92 overall that was on everybody's squad for months because he was an NMS god. That'd be great.
That card was goated. Oh my god, one of my favorite cards ever, just for free at least. Like so good. It shit on like 99 overalls. Like it was so fun. I definitely miss cards like that. And I mean, the Deontay Thornton, however you pronounce it, kind of reminds me of that because he's just a super overpowered, like 72 overall. But I would definitely love like those long grinds where like the promo would drop on Friday or whatever it was, and you just spend like 6 hours getting a free card. I miss that so much. It was so fun trying to like race for that.
Yeah. So more things like that if they add them in, that would be really because like
Chemistry Masters would be great as well. We haven't had those in forever.
Because I think I said in my video about like the Crystal promo and why I was such an L was that there was nothing accompanying a silent. Like if they added like a 6-8 hour grind and you could like get one of those to sell like for the NMSers, that would have been great. Like, everyone like this is one of the greatest promos of all time. But the fact that they didn't do the second half of it's only for money in packs, it kind of upset so many of us.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, God, when was the last time we even had Chemistry Masters? Was it in 18 or 17? I remember the Jadavion Clowney and the Antonio Brown in 17, but I can't remember much about 18. I didn't play that one a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't remember 18. I don't think we had it. 17 were obviously said the big ones. I don't remember anything in 18. Crystal is negative energy, bro. Get rid of those maddening animations post play. I don't like it. It's so funny, like the solo grinders and the NMSers and all of us that play MUT. Like it's kind of weird because like there are like factions within the casual audience too, or the quote unquote casual audience. Whereas like people in franchise, they love those kind of things, right? You see your guy do the gritty for 10 seconds after scoring a touchdown, like, oh, that's simulation. Whereas like the casual MUT grinders, they're not really casual because they're grinding a lot of stuff, but it's just like part of the term. I actually hate it because it makes our lives much worse having to wait 10 seconds for every solo to get over.
Facts.
So yeah, I agree. Getting rid of the celebrations would be awesome. So,
dude,
do you think EA's ever getting rid of those step bundles?
I don't see it. I don't see it happening at all. I mean, people stop buying bundles and now they just buy step up offers. So it's like, and that's me included. But like, I think I'm sure they make a ton of money off of them. I mean, I'm sure they get a shitload of money when they drop those into the game. And like when it's like Blitz or Christmas promo or something, or if they, anything like that where people get a higher chance of something guaranteed, like I feel like it's just gonna make. I wish we knew the numbers on how much like these things sold compared to like how bundles were selling a few years ago. I would actually love to know that because I really feel like these step up offer things probably just absolutely kill it.
Yeah, the issue is like So the issue's multifaceted, right? I think it's a lot with like the corporate America mindset sometimes, where the step bundles might get you a lot of immediate profit and stuff and people buying it, but like long term, I feel like it harms your product more than anything else, because it's now seen more as the money grab. And I know we always have been saying that for a few years about it, but like it feels like the more they confirm it, the worse people like about it, the worse we feel about it, the worse like we end up enjoying and then end up playing the game mode, and then people don't come back year over year because of these things. So on one hand, there's that. And then like the other part that really frustrates me is like what I see out of a lot of the community, which is like, yo, but these step offers are such good value. I get so many coins out of it. But like, here's the thing. When every card, though, is 2 million coins, even though you got 3 million coins out of the step bundle, it's no different than when we used to get 300,000 coin cards out of our bundles. But the other bundles, other cards were all only 300,000 coins too. People don't seem to like understand the whole point of the inflation that we're seeing here when all limiters are coming out the same price. That's not a good deal. It's the same deal as before. It's just more expensive now. Just because they inflated the numbers that you get out of your bundle does not make them better relatively. I can't speak. I'm just gonna move on. Go. What do you think?
Words.
Yeah.
I'm from Montana, so I don't know how to pronounce anything. Someone did say to me, is Dom aware that the Patriots are only finishing ahead of the Jets in the division this season?
Don't fall for the bait.
As I don't care what happens, as long as we get Caleb Downs and Drake May looks good. If the team is bad, so be it, But I will say one thing. I will take this stuff, and this might be a hot take, over the BND shit and cut. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I hate the BND stuff. Like, I think these bundles need to be a lot cheaper for sure. But I would rather open these kind of, I guess, than open like the shit that gives you like, a bunch of a B&D shit that like, you get 400 training from later down the line when your team gets better. Not a hot take here. Okay, I guess I'm not cooking then. But regardless, that's really my main thought on it. I think I don't really know what they can do to just make this better, because like you said, it is pretty much the same thing. It's just the value, the amount of coins is just different, but it's about the same value. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it personally. I will open them for videos and stuff, but like, I don't want to see like more of them this year. I don't want to see, like I said before, I don't want to see the team diamond ones or anything, because it just makes doing those sets like completely pointless. Like, I don't, if I can maybe pull that card, then why would I spend 8 hours doing the sets to like try and get the first one? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, pretty much everything they're doing is just to try and make more money. So people will be like, oh, should I spend my time doing this, or should I just spend my money and it'll take 5 minutes? So they're geniuses.
The problem
they don't
is
know shit
not
about the NFL, but they are geniuses.
The problem is they're actually really stupid, and how much bigger this product could be if they had any modicum of long-term sense, right? B&Ds might be okay until they turn everybody off the game mode, which they've done. 2K did that. True. Now that game's like falling off dramatically, and they're my team and stuff. And you see this in Cut. The reason why a lot of people like hate Cut is because of the B&Ds. Like, and the thing is, like, I saw this in chat, man. Somebody just said it. I didn't mind B&Ds at first, but then they got too much. Well, that's the problem is they gave you a little bit. They made it valuable. They made your rerolls fun, and then they slowly chip away and make it worse over time, right? That's why you need to, like, right away stop, like, hey, this is BS. The market is worse off for it. We want our ultimate team where I can buy and trade cards in a trading card game, not just get the ones assigned to me that I pull out of packs. Like, where else are you getting something out of a pack? Like, think of like the game stores we used to go to when we open Pokemon packs or open football or baseball cards. You're saying like this is stuck to me to like I pull out of a pack, then like the guy at the store like slaps it on me with like Gorilla Glue on it, and then stuck there forever? No, that's not how trading card games work. This is awful. So the fact that they're so afraid of their own product is disturbing to me, and the fact that they don't understand the reason why people play trading card games is to trade the cards. The fact that they're like, yo, we're so worried about coin selling, we're going to make our game worse overall, instead of like embracing the third-party market like other games do and make a ton more money off of it. It's just EA not being able to look past their own nose. Like, oh, how much we're losing every single cent that is being taken away from us in the black market, and therefore our game is worse off. It's like, no, dude. That's better. People play for these reasons.
True. When will Dom change to a dreadlocks wig? Soon.
I see
That's a
see
crazy
you having
question.
Twitch chat open has really made this conversation so much
It's
better about MUT, huh?
it's so entertaining, dude. Plus, you got to interact with them a little bit. But yeah, no, I agree. What are your thoughts though? Like, would you prefer this bullshit or the BNDs and cut?
This, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Very fair. Very fair. Um, yeah, I've said it on Twitter before. I'm fucking dying. EA's getting to me. Poisoned my coffee for talking shit about them. Um, I will say something I've said on Twitter for like a few years now. If they literally just remade Madden 16, like how COD remade Verdansk, or how Fortnite remade the OG map, if they remade Madden 16 or even Madden 20 or something, I feel like it would be so successful. Even if it was just like a promo or two from those games where it was like the same cards and everything, I think that would be so lit, and I think people would come back for that. But I think I don't even know. I don't know what they can do to fix this game. I'm liking it a lot, obviously, and I like it a lot more than last year and the year before. But I think there's definitely some stuff that they're doing early that is worrying me for how the remainder of the year is going to go.
Yeah, if we didn't have budget cards this year, how different would our opinion about MUT 26 be? Walker says, "Let's play Fusion Football 2." What the hell is that? I don't know. What were you think?
What that is.
Would our opinion about MUT 26 be dramatically different if we didn't have those budget cards?
Probably, because I mean, I like those because it reminds me of old Mutt, like Madden 16 having the Brashad Perriman or Dree Archer and shit.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd be having as much fun. I'd probably still be having fun. I mean, honest to God, one of the main things I love about this year's cards looking more like cards again, like that dumbass border being gone is like, it's like a godsend to me. When that got tweeted, that Jalen Hurts pre-order card, and it actually looked like a card again, I was actually like punching the air in celebration, dude. I'm just so happy about that. It's a nice little return to what we used to have. But as for gameplay, I mean, obviously, I think it would be worse if the budget cards weren't around. I hope they stick with that though. Like, I hope we get some really sick, like, I don't know what the overalls will be for like most feared, but if like there's like 91 speed, like golds and shit, I think that's gonna be so fun. And I'm just really looking forward to stuff like that for the holiday promos.
Yeah, like the issue is with gameplay, and I think a lot of people don't seem to understand. I saw Mills tweeted out something before I had to like correct them, like about attributes. Some attributes definitely should matter, and some definitely shouldn't in like the competitive game mode. Because like competitive, they want a lot of like. It's so funny, like EA, they've made this game very competitive. They cater to the competitive guys, but then like they're like, you know what? F it. Let's make abilities work like, I don't know, half the time, which makes the game worse for everybody. And now, why even have the abilities if they're not going to really do much? I don't even know what they do most of the time. They've been broken for a while.
Yeah,
so like.
fair.
Some abilities, some attributes, some should matter, some should not. Like, in my opinion, catching, you should just catch the interception if it hits you in the hands, right? You shouldn't have dropped interceptions. I don't like that on the modes that we play online. What's your opinion about dropped interceptions?
I haven't ran into too many in this. I more so ran into it in cut, which fucking pissed me off. I mean, I had like 17 crash outs about that game a day for those 3 weeks I was playing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, I think everyone should catch picks. One thing I am interested in is if abilities aren't going to be as good this year, like when they drop those guys who have, like, I don't know, like custom X factors or, always on abilities and stuff, like, are they going to be as good as they were like with AKAs like in 23 or 24?
So based off my experience in practice mode, that, under Unstoppable Force X Factor is going to be just as big of a problem. It's insta.
Really?
It's crazy. So yeah, those X Factors are still tuned like crazy. Some of them are going to be wild. Yeah. Other ones, but like abilities, they nerfed them, but X Factors still seem at least as good as they were last year from when my limited ability to check them in practice mode.
Yeah. It's going to be, have you like tried, I don't know, like pass lead elite or something in franchise or anything? I wonder if that like still, if that works every player, if it's like sometimes your guy can throw it harder or what. Interesting.
I wonder if they even have it this year. I can't recall based off the beta.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really looking at abilities.
I think I was
just chilling in the snow games.
I think I tried it in the beta, and it wasn't anything remarkable. I can't remember right now. I might have to go back and take a look.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see how those play out going forward. And like, I really do think, and Chat mentioned this, and something we've talked about over the years, the lack of over 100 attributes is really harmed us at the end of the game too.
Facts. Yeah, I miss those so much, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been since Madden 16.
Yeah, really. So so college football and your crash out there, like, are you still doing college football content regularly?
I'm not doing any cut videos, but I have my second channel where I do college football videos like once a week. So Dynasty and all that stuff. Before MUT dropped, I got like 6 videos done, so I could just focus on my MUT channel for like a few weeks without like thinking about anything. But so I still have like all of those scheduled like every Saturday for 3 or 4 more weeks, I think, something like that. So like probably in like a week or 2 here, I'll get back to recording those videos and getting those edited and everything. But yeah, it definitely having some editors working on that channel for me has definitely helped a lot for sure, and they're like invaluable. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how recording that will go, because I'm really loving Madden and I don't really feel like going back to college. So I'm kind of gonna have to force myself for a little bit to make some fun videos over there. But
because I could not play cut a couple weeks before Madden dropped. It was just so bad, the gameplay online. How bad could Madden's gameplay get before you can't record that too? Like if Madden was a pure clone of what they put in college football, right? Where every time you audible in 5 seconds, full start, every pick gets dropped, triple coverage catches. Like if the awfulness of college football online was Madden, would you be able to play MUT a lot?
That's a good question. I mean, last year was pretty close, but that was mostly because of like outside factors with like stuff going on in my personal life on top of not enjoying the game. I think I'd probably still enjoy building teams, because I love building teams. Like that's the main reason I love Ultimate Team, is just, building fun squads or doing pack and plays, shit like that. Like I love doing that, even if the gameplay isn't fun for me. But for it to get bad enough where I wouldn't want to play like at all, I genuinely have no idea. It would have to be like the end of Madden 25 with like the slowness plus the shitty X factors, and it would have to be like from the beginning of the game for me to really not want to play, because that would be absolutely miserable. If I had to like face Daniel Falele with freaking angry runs and shit from like day one, it might be over soon. I'd have to be thrown in my my resume.
Yeah, I would probably become a franchise YouTuber if MUT gameplay was the same as cut. I think I would be off this game. Luckily, it's a little easier to catch interceptions. It's a little easier to make your adjustments right up to the wire. So there's things that they definitely tuned and made MUT better online for. But that's the eternal debate between like the offline and online. Like, does stuff like that, like false starts under 5 seconds, is that stuff wanted by the sim crowd? Because that feels like, who would enjoy something like that? And now that Madden's got better movement, like college had movement last year over Madden, and thankfully they listened to us. They made that better, so that's made MUT a lot better itself too. So yeah, 100%. It is interesting, but like I feel like I was teetering on like, man, what's the future of me if MUT gameplay is that bad? I'm not even sure I can continue to stream this game on a daily basis, because I might be a Battlefield 5 too, where I don't know. I would have had a major existential crisis.
That beta was lit though. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun on that beta. I'm not even a Battlefield guy. I'm a COD guy, but that beta was pretty fucking lit. I can't lie.
Walker says, I wish you could build squads. Jordan Love throws about as good as my local community college football team. So, I mean, that's one of the problems with MUT, right? That's why I've wanted to go back to actual attributes on like the original MUT cards, right? Like base elites should be the same attributes that the guys have in the regular rosters. But with that, we'd have to go back over 100, because how are you going to improve from like 99 speed? I don't know who got it this year. Tyreek Hill. You'd have to go to like 101 speed Tyreek Hill eventually. And like stuff like 101 speed, like the physical attributes, you could easily go over 100, right? Because you can always make something faster. Yeah. But like the mental stuff, how are you going to make something, or like throw accuracy, how are you going to make that higher than 99? So it's like, like MLB The Show does it. Some things they take over 99, some things they don't. I think MUT could do something similar.
Yeah, I would love if the physical attributes were like pretty much the same as their regular, franchise counterparts. Like I miss back in 16 when Johnny Manziel's like gold had like 98 throw on the run. Shit, like that was just so fun. And finding cards. Like I think that
Yeah.
AJ Green basically that year had like 96 spec catch or something, and then the Odell obviously had like 99. Like everything like that is just so much more fun. And I vividly remember DRC cards back in the day. His first card would have like, he would have insane speed, really good man, and then like 50 press. And that was so fun to mess around with, dude. I would absolutely kill to have something like that back in MUT today, because I feel like we're really missing out on that. And I don't know if that's like a comp thing that's making it, change that way, or if it just EA makes more money this way, or maybe a mixture of both.
It's probably easier.
Sadly, I don't know the answer.
Easier
Yeah.
to give you new cards that are relevant versus like, if somebody has a bad attribute and like the meta doesn't allow because the way the gameplay plays and the card's unusable and people hate that. Like I've been like fine the first couple years they did this where everybody kind of has the same speed. I was okay with that. Now like, variety's the spice of life. I'm like, let's go back to the old way, man. Like we spent our time here. I wonder, you say comp. I wonder what MUT like. If in the last 10 years, if they never added competitive Madden to MUT, I wonder what would have been different. I really do, because they would have focused more.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, I was just agreeing with you. Like, I think the same thing for sure.
Yeah, would they have? What would they have focused more on? Because they took a lot of time to do like tournaments, and they put like drops and stuff, and maybe not a ton of time. I actually don't know the effort that they put into hosting tournaments and stuff from the MUT team. And like creating cards certain ways and making sure they're balanced on the field, putting in the comp stadiums into the game. How much I know in MLB The Show, it's really weird. They say to make a new stadium for MLB The Show takes like one guy a full year. So if MUT loses an employee for a full year to make like one stadium, that's kind of crazy to me. I don't know what it is though, but
nuts.
It would be interesting. I kind of wonder about what that multiverse looks like.
Yeah, seriously. Do you think that, MUT Master obviously used to be a super overpowered card. Like, it would be like, by now we could have, 95 Ryan Shazier. And in previous years, it would be like, you get 99 in like October or whatever. Yep. If you just did everything, grinded it all out. But do you think MUT Master is gone because of comp and everything?
No. I think that's just gone because there's seasonal structure more than anything else. Well... Yeah, I don't know. I think they just had like a bad idea. They wanted like, oh, we want more MUT Masters, so we're gonna do one every season.
I remember them teasing that. They're like, yeah, you get a MUT Master every season. I was like, okay, that sounds cool. And I thought like each one you'd be able to grind to 99, and it's like, no, this shit's just ass. So
by the time it's always slightly behind the paid content. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
And then we're adding premium passes now with everything. The leveling up, they just yesterday put in a premium pass in the game. So you can buy the premium pass. Obviously, it's been in the game since whatever. But then now you can buy levels to get your T. Higgins or your Jalen Hurts to an 87 to get like the best card in the game just by buying the level. So like, I don't know. They short-circuited the levels too. And now there's just, everything is so draining with how much it's focused on just give us more money. And it's like, it feels like, I don't know, going out on a date, EA, like they're messaging us on Tinder, like, let's fuck me. Like there has to be like a subtle, like, we understand you're a business, you got to make money, but like, you got to understand the art of like romancing us and like at least making it seem like you care about the players enough versus just like, let's fuck, give me your wallet, bitch, let's fuck. Like, it's just, you're overwhelming us is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, the thing I don't understand, I don't know. Let me look actually in the store right now. I'm pretty sure that you still can't even buy your way up to the 87 overall. Yeah, you can't as of right now.
So you can't. You can't buy it with season tickets. You can't buy it NMS. You can buy it with money though.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, if they had just put that in the game at the same time, it would be a little bit better. But like, so you literally can only get the 87 overalls right now by paying for it. Which I definitely didn't do at all on my main account. No, sir. I would never do such a thing.
I did. I chat bullied me into it. I broke my moral code.
Fair, fair. Yeah, I wanted to do a fun pack opening, and then I was like, hell yeah, I can do a Jalen Hurts gameplay tomorrow. And then I forgot. Afterwards, I realized I was like, oh yeah, I didn't get my pre-order Jalen Hurts, so this was fucking for nothing.
Oh man, they still didn't
T.
get
Higgins,
pre-order.
87 overall is all it is, man.
That's crazy.
Yep, so sick. Love EA.
They've had a few make rights already. What do you think about the splitting of make right between coin pack buyers and money pack buyers?
That shit's so dumb to me. It's just whack. I mean, I don't really have any other opinion on it. I think it's just dumb as hell. I don't understand. Like, everyone should be getting the packs pack, right? Like, you would think, but it's EA, so whatever.
They want to minimize the
expect
damage on the
anything nice.
market, I guess.
Yeah,
Because that
seems
would
that way.
have crashed things like crazy, wouldn't have?
Yeah, true.
But
Everyone
yeah,
pulling
it
the
is
Lamar
very
Jackson.
weird. They didn't give the. So for those that don't know, there was a glitch on a pack the other day. The glitch said the pack contained 482s for 80,000 coins, which is kind of crazy with the price of 82s right now. It would have been a great deal. So they didn't make rights, and they basically gave people that bought with coins. So like the majority of people, they gave them the coins back for the pack, 80K, which is far less than what the pack would have gave them if it was actually giving out the product. They gave back the people that spent money on it though, the 482s. So just more favoritism towards the actual money spenders. I don't know if were they worried about giving points back to people's accounts like I was actually giving money back to them? Because like the points are still spent in Madden. You could have given the points back, right?
I don't know. I mean, they're literally taking people's points now. All the people doing the fucking refund shit. I saw a dude on cut with negative 90,000 points. Like, oh my God, bro.
Yeah,
It's so wild.
So
It's
that's
so funny.
People have been doing this for years. Basically, you can do it on Xbox.
Yeah.
Can't really do it on PlayStation. You basically put money into it. I see 2K YouTubers and streamers do this a lot for pack openings. They basically load up points and then they refund it. The account gets banned and then they just do it the next day for the next stuff. So like, there's it's a big controversy over there in 2K. I saw this past year. People opening like $1,000 of packs a day because they just charge it back and like it's funny because people have come to stream before and tell me about this. Oh, this is great. I've seen other content creators talk about this little glitch to get free points. And I'm like, that's just credit card fraud, brother. Like, if EA wanted to, if these companies want to pursue it, you could go to jail for a felony on that. Now, maybe that's not great headlines. They wouldn't do that. But, like, I don't know if I'd put myself up for that risk to catch jail time or even longer just because I wanted some free MUT points. So yeah, EA's basically saying, all right, we're taking negative, putting you in negative. So instead of banning your account,
chance, dude.
yeah,
It's fair. I mean, it kind of is fair, but it's still pretty wild, honestly. I mean, nobody should be just doing it, Like, I don't know. I know people who are like on the last day of cut, they were like, yeah, I'll probably just do it and then refund. It's not like I'm gonna play again. It's like, okay.
yeah,
Fair, but damn.
I know PlayStation will just like, I don't know if they ban your account, but they might ban your console too. I don't know. PlayStation's a lot less open about that, whereas Xbox is very chill with like refunds and stuff.
Yeah, Xbox is 100%.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but it is just declare bankruptcy, cowards. I deal with credit card fraud daily. It's crazy what banks will let people get away with. Yeah, it sucks because like stuff like that. It's like that one guy that's ordering like 110-pound anvil off Amazon and like returning it, and has been doing it for like months and months and months. Like, okay, that's kind of funny, but like it kind of makes society worse. You take an advantage situation that it ends up just making it worse for all of us combined.
True.
Yeah, so that's.
Someone said, "Hey Dom, can you audit Gut Fox's YouTube channel? Thanks." That's actually exactly what I'm here for. I'm trying to get you on a clip, and then it's over. Unfortunately for you.
I don't get that. Is that like a YouTube humor? I'm not on YouTube much. How do you audit a YouTube and then get me?
You'll find out at court, I guess. I'm an undercover IRS agent. Facts, actually.
Yeah. So I don't know. Overall, so you think Madden's better than CFB? What about like Dynasty franchise? You play any of that stuff?
Dynasty is like all I play on my college football channel, but franchise I don't really touch that much. Like My friends will like start like franchise leagues, and we'll do like a fantasy draft, and we'll play 2 weeks of it, and then everyone stops and then goes back to MUT. So it's like it's not it like it, I understand why people like it, but at the same time, like it's all I used to play growing up. So like once I got into MUT and I could collect cards, like that's kind of all I really care about.
Yeah. What could they do
But
to make cut better than MUT?
I don't know. You got me there. I think the main thing I like about MUT more is like even if I pull the shittiest card ever, I know who it is, right? I know their name and I can get excited scoring a touchdown or them getting a sack or something. In cut, dude, I mean, brother, I know like 30 guys and that's about it. And so it's just not as fun for me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who Goose Crowder is, dude. I'm not gonna get excited pulling that guy. I'm sorry.
The names of the game promo is kind of fire though. I gotta give him credit
It's
for that
definitely
one.
a sick idea. I definitely like it for sure. Like if we got a imagine a Will Clapp card art, dude. That's all I'm saying. That shit would go crazy.
What would be
It would have to
clapping?
be censored, but it would be fine.
What would he be clapping though?
Hey, you know,
All right.
I can't say. Our credit card
There
information.
There it is. Chat's asking if you're from Oppenheimer. What?
I am. Indeed.
I also saw earlier somebody said, I know this isn't a debate, but somehow Fox is still losing. I got cooked by Bordeaux, they said last time I had a debate about gameplay in college football.
Yeah,
So
I watched that video. I watched that. So
I'm glad I didn't have Twitch chat in the YouTube on the side of it, because I would have, I think I would have had a lot different YouTube comments if they got influenced by the shenanigans in Twitch chat.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair. You need to do one with like Ryan Moody next. I think that would be good.
yeah, that'd be a fun one. He's a debater. I know him and Bordeaux had a fall. I'd like to see a Bordeaux and Mooney actually one more than that.
That would be fire, actually.
Yeah,
I would love to watch that.
I lost a gameplay debate
Or
to a guy
Xerxes
who
and
sins.
Zach Gentry.
What's that? Oh.
Xerxes and Zach Gentry, maybe.
Hey, I think Xerxes, since that incident, he's been better. He's been better at making golden tickets. You know,
That's true. That's true.
He's actually put out some fire ones. So it just took.
Hey, that's why I DM'd you when I was making the Randy Moss last year. I was like, I don't want to fuck this up and become the next Xerxes, so I'm gonna get a second opinion from Gut Fox and make sure that this is fire. So yeah, and then
Building
that card
X
was just
factors.
stupid.
Yeah, it's all about the X factors now.
Facts.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, it's interesting. I mean, what do you think about gameplay this year overall? I mean, we kind of like briefly touched on it earlier. Like, do you think they could be doing a lot better? Like, I know zones are in a bad place. There's some problems in the game, but like overall, would you rate it out of 10?
Gameplay wise, I'd probably give it like maybe a 7 or something, whereas last year I would give like a 5, a 4.5. I just love the faster gameplay. Like faster gameplay will always be more fun to me. I'm an arcade guy through and through. Like no matter what game it is, like I like faster movement. It's more fun for me. I think it's more fun to watch on YouTube as well. But yeah, I'd probably give it like a solid 7. I think things will change, obviously. Like beginning of the year is a lot different because I feel like offensive players are so much better than defensive players because, actually doing something rather than reacting to what a player's doing. So once like zones get higher overall and stuff, I'm sure it'll get a little bit better, but I feel like this is going to be an offensive year for sure overall.
Yeah, I think I mostly regret asking for D-line stunts. That tech stunt has been the problem with it is like I'm sure they can patch it and stuff and make the offense line recognize a lot better. And like we have ways of blocking. The problem I found with it is like, bro, it's like every game is like a cover 4 switch stick D-line stunt there. And that's when Madden is at its worst, when it feels like you're facing the same guy every time. I want like every single defense to be valuable. And it just feels like cover 3 is as useless as I've ever seen cover 3 be.
Yep, 100%.
So, yeah.
I think...
Go ahead.
I don't have too many complaints so far, other than obviously the usual, like speed shouldn't be the only thing that really matters. But Aside from that, I mean, I'm just having a lot of fun. Like I said, like this is legitimately the first time in years I've been like super excited to record and edit. So like I'm happy. I'm just happy. So I'll take what I can get at this point.
Yeah. You guys
What
should
about you? Are you having like content wise? How would you rate this one? Like just on like a fun level for like creating content for you.
Content in MUT, it needs to be better for the menus and the re-rolls.
Yeah.
That is as awful as it's been. And that's very annoying for my content, which I like, doing menu stuff, creating squads, doing that kind of stuff, like more of the rosterbation and the menus, other than just like, buying cards off the auction house, putting them in sets, profiting that way. That's just cool. I like that portion. I'm a team builders was huge for that. That was awesome.
Yep.
But I miss kind of like gambling and rolling for a while, looking for the big hit. Still, I think over time you're going to lose no matter what. But like the recent years with this economist, it's been like, guess what? You want to re-roll? We're going to take 1 million coins from you in 5 minutes. And I'm like,
you're losing big every time now, as opposed to like, oh, like I'm going to lose, but like at least I'm still going to pull some limiteds and have some fun along the way with the TVPs back in the day.
Yeah.
That's something they could bring back for September that I think would be a lot of fun, is if they brought back like solid TVPs, in my opinion. I think that'd be fucking sick. But knowing EA, it would be like PvPs, but like with an asterisk, and they're dog shit. So
yeah, because like people in chat are kind of, not to switch back to the YouTube. Sorry, I just want to when I saw this comment when it's on the screen, it's the people like, oh, it's the same because of YouTube. Like the meta's been the meta forever, no matter what form that it's getting out to people. Before YouTube, it was forums. And you saw the same thing in competitive games back in the day. The only reason you don't remember it is because you were playing against your bro or somebody down the street where you guys weren't on the forums. So you guys were just free-forming it, throwing 4 verticals every play, which actually were like actually overpowered as heck plays back in the day. So there's always a meta. There's always been a meta. Even before YouTube was big, you can't even point to a single year of Madden that wasn't a meta. I just, overall, it's like the gameplay is the gameplay. The meta gets set, but I wish that it was more varied. It doesn't feel like there's a varied defensive meta, and it's maybe because of the playbooks, maybe because there's not a lot of customization. Like you can only move your linebackers certain spots before they shift back. Same with D-line. So there's always an effective tactic, but it just feels like some are way more effective than others too often. And, I think the gameplay has absolutely gotten better. The absolute like gameplay from like MUT from 15 to 25, way worse or slightly worse. I mean, I think it peaked early on there, 25, 15, 16. That was great MUT, but it has gone downhill. Some additions are cool, don't get me twisted, but gameplay, absolutely 25 is a better game than 15. The only downside is 15 was faster, which is kind of cool, but overall, like EA over the years have whacked moles and taken away a lot of problems in the game. Doesn't mean some more don't pop up, but I don't know. I think 25 is a much better product gameplay wise than we've seen, 26 than we've seen in a few years at least.
Yeah, I think just imagine if like the content had improved over those years like gameplay did, right? Like we would be in the craziest spot ever right now. I'm really hoping that this year is like a resurgence for like just fun overall in the community, like 20 was. Like 20 was obviously a mega frustrating game, but I think I'm just hoping with like gameplay being different again this year and faster, that hopefully we can see like a big resurgence in fun, and then YouTube and everyone having a good time, and so less anger throughout the community like I saw last year.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. But, in the end, like, football is just a frustrating sport, too. That's why you see, like, coaches yell a bunch. Bill Cowher, like, classic Steelers, is always, like, a vein popping out. He's always pissed off. So that's kind of what it is. Roboto says, Madden Nation debuted on ESPN in 2005 and YouTube started in 2005. Coincidence? You're right. It's the same thing. Because, like, Jao Powell then says, forum argument is bunk. Way more people are watching YouTube than would ever have gone to the forums. Yeah, because like the internet in 2014 was way less, man. Everybody's got it on the phone now. People would find this stuff, right? Like, and then like if you play Madden 15, it was PAN around, buddy. Or 16, 17, we had nickel blitzes like crazy. There was a ton of the same meta that you saw a lot back then. Man, you could rush 3 guys in 17. and there was no way of picking up the pressure. It was insane. So, I don't know. There's and then now, like, with comp everywhere, like, it's kind of crazy after every comp tournament. Everybody's like, oh, I want to be like Henry. And, for good reason, right? They use the best schemes. But in the end, this is just how the game's play now. And that's why the company needs to pay attention to it. And they've actually done an okay job, I feel like, the last few years paying attention and updating the gameplay.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm just a Madden 25 hater, so I'll be glazing 26 for a little while until it inevitably pisses me off. You know how it goes. It's always the cycle. One thing I will say, though, back to content, Madden 25 Christmas was like maybe my favorite Christmas day in MUT ever. Just for like the surprises, like all the RG3, the Josh Allen, all the 99s, like that was so fun.
Do you like that when they give us?
You've been playing longer, I think.
Yeah. Do you like that when they give us cars and then they lower their overall a couple weeks later?
Are we talking like Ray Lewis, or are we talking like most feared type?
Yeah, so like Ray Lewis we just got, and those MUT 25 cards that were like 99s for a few days and then got nerfed.
I don't mind it. Like when it's like a holiday thing and it's like, just supposed to be fun for the holidays. I don't think anybody should expect all of our cards are 99s for the rest of the year, because like that would obviously get kind of boring unless we had 100 plus stats. The Ray Lewis, on the other hand, I mean, I wouldn't really expect to get a free like limited overall player. So like I didn't really mind that he went down in overall. The only thing I really had to do is on my No Money Spent account, I now have to figure out like a linebacker to put there that can replace like what he was doing for me.
Caleb Ransaw.
Is he a dog?
Caleb Ransaw's insanely good. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a gold safety. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Run him.
Oh, he's one of the budget beasts. Yeah. I mean, in that series, I'm going to do a big like spending spree to build like my No Money Spent team, so I might have to add him. I know that someone in the chat just said it, but Troy Anderson, I know he has like 84 speed or something like that. Like he's super juiced with speed.
His new card or his old card?
It's his preseason standout card.
Yeah, new one.
I think it's an 82.
Yeah. That one's a good one. If you need a linebacker and not a safety, that's not a bad one.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like I like the thing with me is like I get why they do it, right? If you remember Kyle Hamilton last year, he was awesome as a user early in the season and he went down in overall. So like you had to like buy his tokens to get him up early, to get him long enough to like for him to be an impactful portion of your squad. But then he goes down over, like he made Madden 25 for a little bit fun to user, because he was so much faster. He actually moved well when everybody was moving in the mud with like the 80s speed. He had like, I feel like mid 90s speed. And then like losing that card and his effectiveness going to nothing, and then losing the money you put into it or the time you put into the grind, it kind of feels bad. And like, that's why I think like MUT is nice, because there's a natural progression, and I like God cards like that. That's why we like MUT Master so much. We had that Shaz, that insanely good user, and he was great for a long time. And I'm fine with like, there's how many players you play on each 11 on each side of the ball. So having like one overpowered guy is not a bad deal that stays on, because eventually everybody catches up. And the lowering of it kind of, if it's a free card that we log in, like Ray Lewis, I can see it, but it's not like Ray Lewis is overpowered now. What was the need to lower him? It made no sense to me. You could have just kept him as he is, and like people were like, all right, sweet. Now Ray, because now Ray is a temporary thing. If Ray Lewis lasted longer at his high overall, we all would now remember MUT 26 for that launch Ray Lewis being so powerful. But now it's kind of like, all right, it's gone, and it's still August, so what's a Ray Lewis?
Yeah, that's fair. I definitely agree on the Kyle Hamilton part for sure, because like we were spending coins on that. I more so meant just like the cards you just log in and they're just like instantly good. Like you don't have to do anything. You just open a pack and you have a free like really good card for a couple weeks. I definitely don't like that they lower overalls, but I guess I'd rather take that with a card you just log in and open up and he's instantly good, rather than the Kyle Hamilton route where like you literally had to spend coins to upgrade him.
Yeah. What about so the preseason standouts are losing their boost here in less than a week too? What if EA comes out and says, Crystal cards, you're losing your boosts in September. What would you feel about that?
That would be fucked. That would be so fucked. Special Capital, I mean, people are spending what, like nearly like 4 million coins for all three of those cards, something around there. I think the Patrick is still over 2 mil, right? And then the other two are like maybe 700-800K. I haven't looked at them in a couple days, but yeah, that'd be nuts. They would tank in price too, which would be the most fucked up thing of all for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Don't give them any ideas. If any EA employees are watching this, just pretend you didn't hear that, all right?
Because these boosts, he's 2.6 right now. These boosts are basically like all year long theme teams are now getting plus speed, which is kind of like, so there'll be backups on people's teams all the way till next July.
Yeah, true.
So that's interesting they put it out though. I long-term benefit, short-term pain. But
yeah.
Anyway, hey, okay. Final question. This one came from the chat. All right, were you gonna say something? Go ahead and say it.
No, I can't even remember at this point. Don't even worry about it.
We got us Madden content creators. We got memories of a goldfish. This is the problem.
Exactly.
That's why we need new content every day, because you can't even remember the old stuff.
The TikTok brain rot.
Exactly. Does MUT leaks ruin the surprise?
Yes.
Do you like MUT leaks or no?
I mean, I don't. It's not like I'm his number one hater or anything. I think it's fine when he's leaking like animations and shit, because that's like always super exciting. When it's like, gifts and stuff, I'm not a huge fan of it. Or like when it's promos like three weeks out, I'm not a huge fan of that. Someone said I am MUT leaks, so that's true. But as for Easter, I kind of get, because everyone was excited for those, and like everyone probably would have lost a lot of coins because the eggs were pretty shitty. But like if it had been the Christmas reveals or something, I would have been pretty tight about that, because like that was the most exciting day of the year last year, seeing like the Josh Allen and all the 90, guys getting boosted in 99 for that day. Overall, not a fan of the card leaks, but I don't care about the animation leaks. That's just hype for me. And then I always like making like thumbnails ahead of time and stuff, just because it's just fun to make thumbnails for me. So like seeing like the most feared animations, I love. But cards, not a huge fan.
Interesting. Yeah, it's weird because you said, because I think people were asking him not to reveal what the presents were on Christmas, so he didn't. And then like on Easter, I don't think anybody really said anything, so he did. So it's interesting that your opinion on the topic is based off like how good EA's product actually was. Like it was good on Christmas, so you would have hated it, but it was bad on Easter, so you actually liked it. So it's just it's almost like a 20/20 hindsight if you liked it, if you did it or not. I didn't like it per se for Easter. Like I like the surprise more. Like it's always so fun. Like obviously this is just a content creator perspective, but just in general as a MUT player, like getting up and not knowing what's in your Easter eggs or your gifts and then opening them is a lot of fun. Obviously it can lead to a lot of disappointment, as we've seen over the years, but at the same time, like that initial lead up where it's like, like 30 minutes before and you don't know what's about to be in those is like, it's like unmatched in MUT, in my opinion. See, my problem with it is that EA ruined it, because they launch it now at like 4 a.m. So it's like, and they launch it in waves. So when it used to come out, slam, 10:30, open, that was hype. But EA already, basically killed their golden goose with the hype. And so revealing it early, to me, for Christmas, I can see why people don't like it, but like, I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. to see them open. Like, just give it to me like you used to give it to me. And then, like, I would be like, yeah, MUT leaks don't ruin the surprise, because it's like Christmas morning. Yeah. But EA's kind of ruined it on their own, and that's kind of disappointing. So I personally can see the value around not releasing the presents, but overall, I love that he's releasing cards early, because I can plan out my team. I no longer have to like, do I sell this tight end because he's trash, but he's actually like okay? If I see a tight end coming in a day, all right, yeah, I'll run with Jonnu Smith for a day as a budget card. I'll get the new one tomorrow when it comes out, because that, I think, like, is nice for planning your team ahead of time. Because like, who really cares if he releases like weekly wild cards or like legends ahead of time? We're gonna be either disappointed seeing him on his thing or disappointed seeing him Saturday morning. So I don't know. In the end, like, I definitely understand it, especially from a content creator standpoint of, like, you know, it's really fun. It's really way more hype for us doing our videos to see what's coming out, and like, boom, there's a surprise. But on the other hand, I actually kind of enjoy seeing it ahead of time too.
That's fair. I mean, I can definitely see that perspective. I think the main thing for me is, oh my God, my fucking microphone. I'm no money spent on this. Fucking, what was I even saying? Damn it. For me, like, one of my favorite things before I even did content, like, was like getting up and watching those streams where like MUT Guru would be revealing all the cards and like he'd be hyping them up, or Kraylo would be doing that. I think that was a lot of fun. Or like when the account, like the MUT account, like, you know, like an hour before cards are supposed to be revealed, they'd be like, all right, 1,000 likes and we'll reveal tomorrow's a legend and shit like that. I think that was a lot of fun. But obviously we're in a different time now, so a little bit different, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can see why some people don't like it, and I can see why people like it. I obviously am on the not like it side, but like I don't have any problem with, you know, what he does or anything. Like I said, I love seeing the animations and stuff. It's just, you know, some people just have different opinions on it, so nothing wrong with it. My opinion's just better, you know?
Fair enough. Okay, sorry. This is the last question, and then we'll call it. And all right, biggest hog size Madden content creator, go.
Adda cards.
Did you say Addy cards?
I did say Addy cards.
From Madden 25, not yet last year's one, but the one 10 years ago. I think he's dead.
Right. He might be, which makes his legend even better. You know what I'm saying? He's like an urban legend. So
nobody's heard from him since.
Beat him. Yep, exactly. He dipped, and he'll be a legend forever, and that's all that matters.
Walker said Walker. There it is. I like that. All right, sounds good. Hey, Dom, appreciate the conversation. I love these things.
Absolutely, man.
Everybody check out his channel. I'm gonna throw it here in the chat. Go sub up to Dom. Take care. Hey, have a great weekend. We'll chat again.
You.
And I don't know.
Maybe around like Christmas or something, we can be mad about Harvest not being back.
Maybe we'll watch this one back and see how young and naive we were.
Exactly. All right, everyone have a great day. You too, man.
Yeah. Take it easy, Dom.